Welcome back, car enthusiasts. Today we're diving into a topic that's surprisingly controversial in the car world color. Now, I'm not talking about some poncy shade of mauve or anything like that. We're talking about proper colors for a proper off-roader, the mighty Land Rover. Specifically, why choosing a darker shade for your Landy is like choosing a pint of bitter over a glass of Chardonnay. It just feels right, doesn't it? You see, a Land Rover isn't some dainty little city car afraid of a bit of mud. It's a rugged, capable beast built for adventure. And just like a well-worn leather jacket or a trusty pair of boots, a Land Rover looks better with a bit of character, a bit of depth. That's where the darker hues come in. Over the next few minutes, we'll delve into the reasons why darker colors, from deep greens to rich blues and even a tasteful black, enhance the inherent ruggedness and timeless appeal of a Land Rover. We'll explore everything from their practicality to their aesthetic impact, and trust me, you might just find yourself agreeing with me. Now, some might argue that a bright, shiny Land Rover screams, "Look at me," but let's be honest, a Land Rover doesn't need to shout. It commands respect through its sheer presence, and that's precisely what a darker color amplifies. Take a deep British racing green, for instance. It whispers sophistication, heritage, a hint of mystery even. It's the automotive equivalent of a well-tailored suit, timeless, elegant, and never out of place. And let's not forget about those deep blues. Shades so rich, they could rival the depths of the ocean. These darker colors have this uncanny ability to emphasize the sculpted lines and rugged design of a Land Rover. They accentuate the curves, highlight the muscular stance, and give it an air of understated authority that lighter colors just can't match. Let's face it, a Land Rover is meant to be driven, not kept pristine in a garage. You're going to encounter mud, dust, maybe even a scratch or two from those adventurous off-road excursions. And while a white Land Rover might show every speck of dirt like a badge of shame, a darker color, well, it just adds character. Think of it like a well-worn pair of boots. Every scuff, every mark tells a story, a testament to the adventures you've had. A dark green or blue Land Rover does the same. It hides those minor imperfections, those battle scars of a life well lived, and only looks better for it. So embrace the dirt, the mud, the elements. With a darker shade, your Land Rover will wear those marks with pride, a testament to your adventurous spirit. Now, I know what you're thinking. Jeremy, you're talking about resale value for a Land Rover, but hear me out. A Land Rover is an investment, a vehicle that's meant to last, and just like any good investment, you want it to hold its value. That's where those darker, heritage-inspired shades come in. Think about it. A classic British racing green, a deep, rich blue. These colors never go out of style. They're eternally associated with Land Rover's legacy, their DNA. And that, my friends, translates into desirability on the used market. A unique darker shade sets your Land Rover apart from the sea of silver and white SUVs. It tells a story, whispers of adventure and sophistication. And trust me, when it comes time to sell, that story will be music to the ears of potential buyers. Have you ever noticed how a darker colored car just seems to have more presence on the road? It's like it takes up more space, commands more respect. That's not just your imagination. Darker shades have this incredible ability to enhance the visual weight and depth of a vehicle, and nowhere is this more evident than with a Land Rover. The interplay of light and shadow on those curves, the way the paint seems to absorb and reflect light, it creates a sense of solidity, of substance that lighter colors simply can't replicate. It's like the difference between a casual handshake and a firm, confident grip. A darker colored Land Rover exudes an aura of strength, of capability, just by standing still. It's a statement on wheels, telling the world that you're not afraid to stand out, to embrace the extraordinary. Now let's talk practicality for a moment, shall we? We all know the sun can be a real enemy to car paint, especially those lighter shades. White turns yellow, silver gets dull, and reds, well, let's just say they don't age gracefully. But darker colors, they're like a fine wine. They get better with time. The pigment in darker paints is denser, richer, providing better protection against the sun's harmful UV rays. So while that sparkly white Land Rover might start to resemble a faded t-shirt after a few years, your dark green or blue beauty will still be turning heads. Of course, proper maintenance is key. But with a darker shade, you're starting with a natural advantage. You're investing in a color that's built to last, just like the Land Rover itself. Let's be honest, a Land Rover belongs in nature. It's in its element, surrounded by trees, mountains, and vast open spaces. And what better way to complement those natural landscapes than with a color that blends in seamlessly? Now, I'm not suggesting you go full camouflage and disappear into the bushes, but a deep forest green or a rich earthy blue. Those shades have this uncanny ability to harmonize with the environment, to enhance the adventurous spirit of the Land Rover. Imagine this. You're navigating a winding mountain road, sunlight dappling through the trees, and your dark green Land Rover seems to become one with the surroundings, a natural extension of the landscape. It's a connection, a sense of belonging that you just don't get with a bright, shiny color. So there you have it, the case for why a darker color might just be the perfect choice for your Land Rover. It's about more than just aesthetics. It's about embracing the character, the capability, and the timeless appeal of this iconic vehicle. From their ability to hide dirt and scratches, to their enhanced presence on the road and their enduring resistance to fading, darker shades simply make sense for a Land Rover. They complement its rugged design, highlight its adventurous spirit, and elevate it to a whole new level of sophistication. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. And remember, when it comes to choosing a color for your Land Rover, don't be afraid to embrace the dark side. See you next time.